Okay, sometimes I start this thing and it doesn't start. So good morning, everybody. So today, I totally thoroughly enjoyed this one. I guess it was back to God just really speaking to me personally. And yesterday I didn't get to do mine because I ran out of time and I didn't want to be late for work. So because yeah, I've been very tired. Yeah, I'm just exhausted doing different things. So I read Psalm 55 today, and these verses are just things that pop out to me. But one is I wanted to show you guys how David speaks, because yeah, the things he says is excuse me, crazy. When I was telling you I wanted to investigate David more, and the things that he says. So anyway, Psalm 55 verse 15, and this is one where David is talking, and this is what he says about his enemies. Let death take my enemies by surprise. Let them go down alive to the grave, for evil finds lodging among them. I mean, that's a little harsh. He says a lot of things, and he's so descriptive with his words. My goodness. Okay, so verses 17 and 18 is what I liked. It says, evening, morning, and noon, I cry out in distress, and he hears my voice, meaning God. He ransoms me unharmed from the battle waged against me, even though many oppose me. And that's what God does for us. Awesome. Verse 21 and 22. And this is David talking about his enemy, about how his enemy is with his words. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So it says 21 and 22. His speech is smooth as butter, yet war is in his heart. His words are more soothing than oil, yet they are drawn swords. Oh, okay. That was verse 21. Sorry. And that he was talking about his enemy, the way his enemy talks. And verse 22, excuse me. I don't know what's wrong with my voice. Cast your cares on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never let the righteous fall. Excuse me. So, the first question, it says, when do you use speech as described in verse 21? And once again, verse 21 said, his speech is as smooth as butter, yet war is in his heart. His words are more soothing than oil, yet they are drawn swords. So to me, I'm not saying it's a butter up, kiss up kind of thing. That's not what I'm saying. It's be really smooth and just deceitful with your words to get what you want. Excuse me. God, I apologize. I know what's going on. So this is what I put for number one. It said, I used to get my way. So I would use words like that just to get your way with people, because people are, I won't say stupid, but people are vulnerable. I hate that word. I can never say it correctly for whatever reason. And if you pay attention to people at all, you know what buttons to push to make them mad, to make them happy, to make them sad. Literally you do. Excuse me, my throat. I don't know what's going on. But, wow, I almost want to stop and do this again because I don't get my voice. But, so yeah, people do that. You know what to say to affect someone. Really, literally, and I have no better other example than women with men. We can say things to get what we want. That's just honest, truthful. And this is what I said. I don't do that anymore. God had to show me, for one, that I was doing it. Sometimes it's very apparent that you're doing it, but then sometimes you're doing it and honestly, you don't even know you're doing it, So, for me, it's kind of been a process since I've been saved, because I could be a manipulator, pretty much with men, because, I don't want to say men are stupid, but men are vulnerable, to women. So, I could do that, and, I realized, okay, it's wrong, because even when I was married, I could do that, and I knew it was wrong. So it was like God was helping me to stop doing it. But then still sometimes there's slight times where I don't even realize that I'm doing it with people, and not just men, just people. And God had to show me, he's like, you shouldn't do that because you got ulterior motives and it's not right. So God had to show me that I was doing that for me to change. And I put and showed, but really it's convicted me that it was wrong. And I say things now, if I say things, it's to uplift people. Like, so if I'm even saying sweet words, or like, they said in the thing, smooth as butter, it's not because I'm trying to be deceitful, corrupt, get what I want, whatever. It's because that's like who I am. Like, I'm trying to uplift people. I'm trying to build people up, because there's so many people that tear us down. Who needs another person that tears us down? You know what I'm saying? So like I've said a bazillion times at work, like it's a huge trip to the bathroom for me. But I think God's made it that way on a purpose for me. And I just realized that not too long ago, that he made it that way on purpose, because I can interact with all these people walking to the bathroom, and I can talk to them, and I can uplift them and say good things to them, which I do. Okay, let's go to the next question. Number 2. What can words hide? Wow. So I put, they can lie about how you really feel. What? I mean, words can do so much, but you could say things and not really mean them, It's just like a cover up, And so this is what I put at one time in life. I'm sure many times, I don't know. But there's this guy I really liked at one time, and whenever we would talk, I guess I would pretty much pretend like I don't care, because he didn't feel the same way that I felt about him, and I liked him. Was he attracted to me? Yes, he was attracted to me. But if you get what I'm saying, like to me, I think he didn't really like me, but he was attracted to me. Does that make sense? I hope you get what I'm saying. So, and that wasn't what I was looking for. It's not what I'm looking for now, obviously. So, yeah. So whenever I guess we would talk, like I would just be like, yeah, whatever, like just pretend like I really didn't care, when I actually did like him a lot. So anyway, that's just one example. And let's see. This is what I said. Words are amazing, powerful, and very deceitful. And it made me think of the verse about how man looks on the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart. And I put the heart tells everything. So I'm trying to follow my lines, because I was like doing stuff. And I said, God sees the intent behind everything we speak. And that's so true. So whether we're fluffing it, saying a bunch of crap just to, manipulate or be deceitful, or whether it's just, like in the example I said, you just pretend like you don't care about somebody when you do. God knows all that. He knows the intent. You know what I'm saying? Man may not know, but God knows. And the last one is, what feelings do you cover up with deceitful words? And it kind of goes with the same one, number 2. Anger, hatred, jealousy, envy, love, praise. I mean, it could go on and on. And this is what I put. I put all of the above. You can not like someone, but are respectful to that person while covering up how you truly feel. What? I can think of people who can't stand me. There's a couple people. I know it's hard to believe, right? Who doesn't like me? But I can still speak nicely to them. And this is what came to me. And I said it earlier. Cover up speech. And that's what I'm going to call this, is cover up speech, because that's what we do as humans. We use speech to cover up things. And I said, I guess because they don't like me for the most part, I can't stand them. But it's not really that. It's the way that they treat me, because there's at least 2 people I can think of that can't stand me, and they don't treat me very well, So it's not that I don't like them. As a matter of fact, there's one that I actually really like. Not like, just, whatever, because it's female, but, I don't like the way that they treat me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy. So when you talk to them, you use this cover up speech, like this fake, not whatever speech, because they can't stand you. But like, what, I mean, what do? Do you just like call them on it? Do you just avoid them? Like what is the optimal prime answer for what do you do in situations like that? It's like, well, I know you don't like me, but no, who does that? So I just be polite. I actually probably, I don't know that I really avoid the people because I really don't care. I don't appreciate the way they treat me. But you don't have to like me. I'm not going to die because you don't like me. And the reasons why you don't like me are just absurd and crazy. And yeah. And the other one is they don't like me because I'm a Christian. Really, because like, I think being around me exposes their sin. So that's why they don't like me. So can I hold it against that person? No, I can't, because I pray for that person and hope that person does better. Anyways, when I thought of the words cover up speech, this is what I thought of: makeup. So women use makeup, even men that are actors or whatever, use makeup to cover up stuff, to try and make ourselves look perfect, right? And so just like makeup, we can use speech. And this is what I put, we like to cover up our feelings with fake words. And that's so true. Wow. Okay, this is totally not coming out the way that I want it to. But I hope you're getting something out of this, because wow, it was so good to me. But like, speech is like makeup. Like, we can use certain words, say certain things, and it's really not what we're feeling. It's amazing how deceitful, and how I call it deceitful, because even if you're not trying to do it like in a harmful way, like I was saying, like people that don't like me, like I still respect them, and I was like, talk to them or whatever, be like, hey, how are you? It's not that I'm trying to be deceitful to get something or something like that, but yet I'm still being deceitful because I'm not like showing the truth, I guess. Like, I know you don't like me, but I don't like the way you treat me. But another example is someone who lied to me. I can't stand people who lie. And yes, have I lied? Yes, I have. So I can't stand myself, I guess. But yeah, like, I know you lied to me, but like, I don't sit there and say, oh, well, I know you lied to me. I kind of just carry on like it never ever happened. So to me, that's still kind of deceitful, because I know what happened. I'm just not calling you out on it. You know what I'm saying? But a good example, that we use speech like makeup. Even that's good. Speech like makeup. What? Even that's good. So I'm not sure. I'm a little not sure what I'm going to call this: cover up speech or speech like makeup. But I like that, speech like makeup. Anyway, the last example I thought of is like a prime example, just easy examples that popped to me, is how men will ask women what's wrong, and women will sit there and say nothing. Well, each party knows good and well that something is wrong, something is bothering them, and they still say nothing. It's cover up speech. Why do we do this as humans? I don't know. Let's just start telling the truth. I don't know. So I'm not sure that you really got what I wanted you to get out of this, but I need to hurry up and end because this is getting too long. But I'm going to end like this: a challenge. And it's a challenge for me and for you. And I said, ask God to help us to not use cover-up speech, to not use speech like makeup. However, I put, we can still be polite if you are in a situation where you have to speak to someone who is rude to you, doesn't like you, whatever. You can still be respectful and polite. But our goal is to ask God to help us to not use cover-up speech. So, and yes, I think it's ultimately, it may be harder for women because women, can manipulate men with speech. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think women are good manipulators, actually, because women even manipulate other women. Yeah. Wow, crazy. So that's the challenge for you. Ask God to help you not to use cover-up speech. And I need to end because this is really long, but I hope that you got something out of it. I don't think you got what I was trying to do, but prayerfully you did. So be careful with your speech. Peace.